to dismantle the dash, there's two little holes at the bottom here that you just get a pry tool in, and then this bit pulls out like that, and then you can disconnect the cable from the back and take that away. And then there's two screws there, one's there and one's there, that releases the fascia from the stereo. And then there's two silver ones there and there, which release the stereo itself. One thing that I did read online was that don't disconnect the cable that goes into the back of this, because then it can throw a airbag warning light. So just remove that from the back of the panel and pop it back into the dash, leave it all connected. So that's the fascia removed. It literally just pops out once you've taken the screw out from here and here. It fouls on the gear, on the indicator, so just slide it out from this side. And then there's two screws at the top to hold the head unit in, and two at the bottom. And this is the connection I was saying don't remove. You can twist it and push it back through the hole that's there. It's a bit of a tight fit, but it does push back through there. So no need to disconnect it, and then you can just lose that back down inside the dash. So the head unit is now released and ready to come out. So this is the back of the head unit once you've pulled it out. The new unit, the cables will only go into certain ports because of the size and the shape. The only question was around the brown one and the blue one. Now the brown one is for your DAB and the blue one is for your GPS. So if you've got a DAB module with your Android head unit, you connect that up to the brown one, and on the back of the Android head unit, as long as you've got the adapter cable, you can connect your GPS to the blue one. It's just a matter of now disconnecting all the cables from this and plugging them into the back of the Android unit. And like I say, you can only get them in the holes that are there. You can't get them wrong. So I'm ready now to connect all the cables up, but before doing that, I've run the microphone cable down through there, and I'm going to stick it up here where the original one is. And then also I have drilled a hole in the side of the glove box there, just so I can run the USB port through and have it sitting in the glove box. Also with the unit itself, you need to make sure you attach the heater vents. It's two screws, one there and one there, and then a couple of clips this side. It is quite tight and it does foul a little bit, so it's not perfect, but the vents still work, and that's about it. So just those few things to do before you start plugging everything in. So that's the unit in, all connected up. I've not powered it on yet. A couple of things to mention. Obviously just make sure you've got no cables trapped when you're pushing the unit back in again, and also make sure that you keep the connector for the climate control panel available, so that you can plug that in once you're happy everything's working okay. And I think that's it. The cables all connected all right. It was obvious where they went to. As long as you get the DAB one and the GPS one round the right way, then it's fairly, I'm going to say, idiot proof. So initial power up, it's all powered up okay. I've got the additional DAB module, which is a USB DAB module that plugs into one of the spare USB ports of the unit. So it's currently going through and scanning for DAB stations. So it's found one so far. I'm sure it'll find a few more. It's taken a little while. So I'll pick it up on the other side of this. So the unit's all in. Seems to work fine. It's nice and fast and responsive. So you've got the home screen at the top, which is what the screen is there at the moment. You've got your FM radio there with up and down volume. Back out to home, you've got your DAB stations there. And it works on the steering wheel controls. You can program it to whatever buttons you want on the steering wheel, and my original down volume didn't work, so I've actually programmed it to different buttons, which is quite cool. Then back out, you've then got your streaming services coming from a USB stick or from the phone itself. There we go. So that's from the phone. You got full phone services, you got your address book, all that sort of stuff. Then your maps, which you can pop out to full screen, so Google Maps, Android Auto, and then all the apps that are installed on there, and you can obviously link it to a hotspot on your phone, or you can add your own SIM card to the back of the unit if you want. It's not online at the moment, so but that's about it. It seems to work fine at the moment. I'm still learning how to use everything, and I'll do an update video later on as I kind of learn how everything works. But oh, also I should show you this, I guess. Start the engine into reverse, and you've got your full 360 and reversing camera as well, so that works. And into drive, you go back to the screen you were at before. Okay, I think that's about it. Cheers, bye bye.